Hello students, welcome to the class of Software Engineering. Let us see some of the examples in today's session. The first example is use case diagram for online airline reservation system. So we are going to build a use case diagram for the online airline reservation system. So booking an air ticket. So how it is done is represented using the use case diagram. So you know what is a use case diagram. Now we have three actors here. One is the passenger. So actors are represented using the stick figures I've told. So passenger is one of the actor. So actually he will be traveling in the aeroplane. And next is the admin and another one is the bank. So a bank is somewhat like an external system, okay, which will influence the system indirectly. Okay, these two are directly, passenger and admin. We will come to passenger. What all are the interactions or the roles played by this passenger? So first, passenger has to log in. Why? So he has to put the credentials there, either his name or password, and he has to log in successfully. He can then thereafter he can check for the availability of the airplane ticket. So on which day, that all he has to see. So he can, based on that availability, he can book the ticket. So there again the choice will be given for the seat. He can select which seat number. That is also been done. Now he gets a confirmation that book ticket availability is he will check for the availability, and if it is present he will book the ticket, isn't it? So once he books the ticket, next he has to do the payment. The transaction needs to be done. Now for the payment, you know that he has to put his card details. Everything is online, no? Everything is online. So he has to put his card details. So it is the bank, okay, which is associated with that card number, will validate the details. So once the validation is done and it is accepted, then the transaction will be made successfully. So you will get a confirmation from the bank side also that the payment is done successfully. So he will be getting the receipt of the payment being done or invoice. And then one more option he has, he can cancel the ticket also. At the end moment, due to some problem he couldn't make to the given schedule, means he can cancel the ticket. Okay. Now, what is the role played by the admin? So here one more, in the passenger we can check the flight status also. So they will be mentioning per day which all flights will be flying. So which will at what time the schedule will be given on. So he can check that flight status. Sometimes you know that it is the airport people only can cancel that flight. So that status will be updated. So he can check the flight status. Next, with the admin, okay, admin, he can cancel the ticket. Yeah, so if suppose you think passenger wants to cancel the ticket, he has to click on that cancel button. If it is available, he has to click on that, and that request will be actually sent to the admin, and it is the admin who will approve that. So he will cancel the ticket. Then update the flight schedule. All the flight schedules will be updated, no, day by day. That is done by the admin itself. That is done by the admin itself. So this is the use case diagram for online airline reservation system. Is it clear? So keep in mind you have to represent the actors. Okay, you have to represent the actors, then the interactions played by each actor. Okay. Next, same thing, use case diagram only. We'll see for online banking system. Online banking system. So, actually here the customer, okay. So we have three actors here. One is customer, another one is the cashier, and third one is the bank manager. So this is just a use case diagram for banking system, not the online one. So we will just see here is we have three actors. We have three actors. One is the customer, another one is the cashier, and third one is the bank manager. So this use case diagram is for the banking system. So we have three actors here. One is customer, cashier, and bank manager. So I hope you are familiar with all these three actors. Who are they in the bank? So customer who comes to the bank, cashier will be sitting in the cashier counter and will be providing the cash, and bank manager will be there. Okay. So we'll begin with the customer, okay. So what all he can do? What can the customer do? So he has an account in this bank. So what he can do? He can check the balance. So how much amount is there in his account? That can be checked by the customer. Then only that much, yeah, he can deposit the money. So he can come to the bank and deposit some amount of money into his account. That is also possible. Then he can withdraw the money also from his account and take out loan. Suppose he needs loan. So if the loan is required for him, then he can approach the bank and he can take the loan. So for that he has to take the loan application and fill all the details. So these are the type of interaction made by the customer. So customer, he will be having account in the bank, isn't it? So he can either check the balance in his account, he can deposit the money, okay, he can also withdraw the money, he can also apply for loan. Now we have two other actors. Who are they? Cashier and bank manager. Okay, so what does the cashier do? What can the cashier do? Now suppose you imagine that customer, he deposits some money. Okay, so that money will be deposited by this cashier only to the account. So he can deposit that money. Okay. Then customer wants to withdraw money, means it is the cashier who will withdraw the money for that customer. So he will give the money to the customer. Okay. Then check balance. So once, remember, he either withdraws the money from the account or he deposits the money from the account gets updated. The balance in the account gets updated. That is done by the cashier only. So cashier can check the balance. So once the customer deposits the amount, you know that the balance increases. So the cashier can check that balance. If the customer withdraws the money again, so some amount of money is deducted from the account balance. So that will be updated and cashier can check it. Clear? Then update balance. See here, he is going to update the balance. Either if money is deposited or money is withdrawn. Okay. Now, what about bank manager? He also has the rights to check the balance. What is the balance in the customer's account? He can check it. Okay. Then, what he can do? He can take out loan. So, if a customer wants a loan, then he has to approach to the bank manager. So, bank manager is the person who will give the loan application, and he will see whether the person is eligible to take up that loan. So he will be giving the loan application to the customer. Customer will fill all the details and give all the credentials, and then the bank manager will decide whether to give the loan or not to the customer. So this is the interaction done by the bank manager. So he can check the customer's balance, amount balance. Then he can also decide whether to provide the loan to the customer or not. So this is the use case diagram for banking system. So how usually when you go to the bank and you deposit the money or you withdraw the money, this is the same thing going to happen. So this is the use case diagram. Keep in mind all these points, because you must be able to build any use case diagram. So the arrow marks also you have to indicate, and this ellipse shaped is nothing but the type of interaction. Okay. So we have seen about the banking system. Let us move on to the next one, that is the use case diagram only for online hospital system. So this is online hospital system. So we will first identify all the actors in this system. Okay. So we have one actor, admin. Another actor is doctor. Another actor is receptionist. Another actor is patient. So we have taken how many actors? 4 actors. One is the admin. Another one is the doctor. Third one is the receptionist. And fourth one is the patient. We'll move on to admin. Okay. What the admin can do? Admin, receptionist, patient, doctor. So admin can actually edit the patient details. So here the patient is then, isn't it? So here patient will actually make an appointment for the particular doctor, isn't it? So it is the patient who will actually make an appointment for the particular doctor due to whatever problem he has, health problem. And it is the receptionist who will actually confirm that appointment. Okay. So then patient can also consult the doctor, correct, for the medication. So you can see here the patient is the person who will make the appointment first. Initially will make the appointment for the particular doctor for his health problem, and it is the receptionist who will confirm that appointment, whether on that day the doctor is available or not. So some sort of confirmation will be sent to the patient, either it might be a message. Then patient can consult the doctor. Next, what about the admin? Admin can edit the patient details. So patient can edit the patient details also. Now, once Before making appointment, patient will enter all his details. So he will become a registered user, I can tell. He will become a registered user. Initially, he has to register first. So while registering, he will be giving his personal information like his name, address, date of birth, all those things, okay? Age, height, weight, all. So later, if he wants, he can also edit the details. Like suppose his address has been changed. Imagine his address has been changed, then he can update it. That option is also possible. So that's why here it is written, edit the patient details. Okay. Now once the patient details have been entered, that will be sent to the admin. So admin will be maintaining a record of that patient details. Okay. Admin will be actually maintaining the record of that patient details. So once the patient will edit, that will also be updated to the admin. So admin will also update that data. Will also update that data. Now, admin, what all he can do? He can edit the doctor details also. So any doctor information can be updated by this admin. So admin has got the privilege or the rights to edit the doctor details. Okay. So suppose doctor has been changed. Some of the information related to the doctor needs to be modified, means this can be done by the admin. This can be done by the admin. Then what is this admin? Edit services. So it says that, see, this system, hospital management system, will provide some services. So what all services are available for today, suppose you think, that will be actually displayed by the admin. So admin will be responsible for it. So what all services will be provided by the hospital management system. So he can also edit the services. Keep in mind, he can also edit the services. So this is the admin functionality. So admin can edit the patient details, can even edit the doctor details, and also can edit the services provided by the hospital to the patient. Then we'll come on to the doctor. So doctor, what can do? He can edit the doctor details. So he also has got the right to edit the doctor details. So this is the use case diagram for hospital system. So next is the use case diagram only for online ticket booking system for movie. So you know that nowadays you need not go to theaters and see which movie is available on which day and whether it is free, whether the seats are free, and then you need to book, isn't it? That is the process. But in online, everything is made easier. So we'll see about this online ticket booking system. Online ticket booking system. So we have three actors. Can you see here? Customer, another one is the admin, another one is the gateway. Gateway is the bank gateway, I can tell. So usually all of you have done online ticket booking, movie ticket booking. So you are the customer, imagine, and you're doing all those things, isn't it? So the details who is providing you is the admin. Okay, and regarding the transaction, everything is done by the bank gateway. Everything is done by the bank gateway. So there will be one gateway, isn't it, who actually makes you to do the transactions, complete the transactions. Okay. Now we'll come to customer. let us come to the customer. Now customer first, what does he do? He will see which movie is available. First he will see on that particular day. So he will select the date. First he will select the date and will see which all movies are available. So you know that different languages of movies are available: Hindi, English, Kannada. So he will choose that and he will view that. So you can customer can view what all movies are available on that particular date, and now he will decide whether he can decide which movie to watch. So he will select that movie first. First he will select that movie, and next is check the seat, means the seat availability, whether the seat is available or not for that particular movie. Okay, then only he can book, isn't it? Otherwise it's not possible. So other option is he has to go for another movie and see the booking there. So here check the seat availability. So how much seats are available? Now suppose he alone wants to book for the movie one seat only, he can do, or 1+2, 1+3, all those. So 3 seats he wants, means he can book it, and he has to see which all location, which end, left, right, all those options will be there. Or he can also select all the 3 seats together, but he has to see whether it is available or not. The availability is very important. So once he gets to know that it is available, he can book the ticket. And after that, what he has to do? He has to do the payment. So everything is online, you know that. So he will put his card details, correct? So in order to continue the transaction process, so this is the gateway which acts as a third party. So it will verify or validate all the card details of that particular customer, and if it is validation is successful, then we'll continue the transaction. So once the transaction is successful, a confirmation message will be sent to the customer. So here you can see check payment information here, the gateway. So it will actually send the confirmation message like transaction is successful. So some gateway here, the transaction will be taken place based on the OTP received by the user. Okay. Now admin. Now what about admin? Admin will also get the payment message. Now once the gateway will send the confirmation message that the transaction is successful, the same message will also be received to the admin. Admin will receive that payment message. So he can confirm that this particular customer has done his transaction. And then he can send notification. What is that notification? He can send some notification message that your payment has been done for this movie ticket booking, and all scheduled on particular date with how many seat numbers also he can specify. So this is actually the use case diagram for ticket booking system. So here we have 3 actors. One is customer, admin, and gateway. And this is the interaction being specified in ellipse shaped. So by reading this interaction, you can get to know what happens actually. It is the customer who can select the movie. Correct? It is the customer who can select the movie, check the seat availability, and do the payment. Now let us see one more example related to a use case diagram only for online food ordering system. So this is a sort of ordering the food items from the restaurant through online. So we will see first the different actors in this system. So you can see the stick figures. One is the customer. Customer is an actor. Another one is admin. Admin is an actor. And third one is restaurant employee. That is one more actor. So we have three actors here. One is the customer who makes actually the order. Another one is the admin. And third one is the restaurant employee. We'll see one by one now. Let us begin with the customer. So first, when he goes to this site of a particular restaurant, he is a new user. So registration is must in any site. Okay. So first he can do the registration. He's a new user, no? So he has to register himself first. So he has to fill all the details and register. Now once he has completed his registration process, he is now a registered user, so he can go for the login section and he can log in into it successfully with whatever details, either his name or email ID or phone number. Okay, so once he logins to the site, he will be seeing the website page. Okay, that restaurant page. Now there will be several menus you have seen, isn't it? Home, about, services, contact us. So those are the menus. So you can navigate the menu, which is done by the admin. That is done by the admin actually. So now what the customer can do, he can select the item. So he will search for the particular food item, and if it is available, he will select that item. Okay, and then he will add that item to his cart, anything, whatever it will be. Because if cart is available, he can choose more than one item, isn't it? So first he can select the item, then he can add that item, how much quantity he wants, no? He can keep on adding it. So add that item to his shopping cart, then remove the item, and after some time he feels that he doesn't require that item, like he has ordered that item of 2 quantities, later he feels he wants only 1 quantity, then he can remove that item also. He can once again review the order, what all order he has placed. Replace the order, that is also possible. He can replace the order. And receive for, then what he can do? He can receive confirmation. Means now he will, he can replace the order also. He can change that order also later. Okay. So he can review the order, replace the order, means he can put the order now, and he once he has replaced the order, he can pay for that order. So he has to do that payment process all through the gateway. So he can do that one. Okay, he has to do the payment. Then you have to come down here, receive confirmation. So once he does the payment and the transaction is successful, he has to receive some notification or confirmation message from the other end, that is from the restaurant, saying that your order has been placed, okay, and it will be delivered within so and so time, like that. And then he can check out from that site, isn't it? He can check out from that site. Now what the admin can do, navigate the menu. Navigate the menu means he can move, because what is navigate the menu here? see, he will put a menu list, what all items are present. So he can either move that, he can place an item, or he can also remove that item, okay, in that menu. So that is one thing. That is all done by the admin. So in the menu, from the menu, actually the customer will be selecting the item, no? Correct? Are you understanding? Here, select the item. So from where he will select the item, there will be list of menus. What all items are present, like North Indian, South Indian. So that all is done by the admin. It is the admin who provides these menu details to the customer. Clear? Now, review the order. So admin can also review the order, whatever has been placed by the customer. Okay. So even the restaurant employee also can review that order. Okay. Then he can receive for that order also. Admin also receives for that order. Even the restaurant employee also receives for that order. And admin can update the menu, that I've told. He can change that menu, keep on changing. Suppose certain item is not present, means on that day he can remove that item from the menu, and some special item has been done, means he can put that item in the menu. So update menu is actually done by the admin. Then receive confirmation, that is from the restaurant employee. Is it only from the restaurant employee, from the admin also, both sides? Clear? So this is actually the use case diagram for online food ordering system. So keep in mind, we have three actors: customer, admin, restaurant employee. So customer, he can actually view the items in the menu, he can select it. Also, he can remove the item and he can place an order for that item. So once he places an order, he has to do the transaction, and if the transaction is successful, he will receive the confirmation. And it is the admin who can actually put the menu, he can also update the menu, all those things. Next, we'll see the activity diagram. So till now we had seen use case diagram. So next we are going to see is the activity diagram. So there is a change now for online voting system. Online voting system. So we'll see now. Here, what does this black blob indicates? The initial state. And what is the final state? A filled circle inside another circle, that is the final state. So this is the initial state. This is the final state. So there is a change. Till now we have seen use case diagram. This is activity diagram. So enter CNIC and password. So thing is that you should be an authorized person, isn't it, to vote. So you will be having your credentials. You have to enter those. Okay. Because no other person should not, unauthorized persons should not be able to vote. So first main thing is it is checking for the authorized user. So here you can see that you check the validity. This is your decision making, whether it is valid. So you might be having voter ID, anything particular related to that one. So it will see all those credentials. If it is invalid, again it will ask for that only. So you see here, if it is invalid, then it goes back to this one. So until you enter the correct details only, you will be able to put the vote. Clear? Okay, now check the validity. Valid means view the voter profile. So once you are a valid user, then you will move to the profile of the voters. View voter profile. Okay, so your profile will be available. So might be your photo, your date of birth, your address, your voter ID, all those things will appear. And there is one more thing here, decision making. Already voted. So it will get to know, because a person cannot vote more than once. So that should be main thing there. So that is the main constraint. Keep in mind. So already voted, you can see that if it is yes, informed voter cannot vote. So if you are trying to vote, means you should display the message, no, you cannot vote, you have already once voted. So that is the validation. If no, if you have not voted, then what to do? Show the list of candidates. So it should show the list of candidates in your area, okay, who all. So you can check that each candidate's profile, either who all persons of different parties will be there, isn't it? So you have to see, you have to select your candidate who you want to vote. Select the candidate. So in that, if you click confirm, now you have got the candidate's profile, means which candidate you want to vote, you have taken his profile. So you want to vote, that is confirm. Yes, isn't it? You want to vote. So yes means vote casted, vote is been casted. No means no, again it will ask for select the candidate, which candidate you want to vote. So here, once the vote is casted, can you see save voter data or update voter? So you have put the vote, isn't it? So that should be updated, that information should be updated. Either save the voter data or update the voter, okay. And one more thing, save the candidate data and his vote. So one is voters data, means it will update the voters details, like he has already voted once. At the same time, it should save the candidate data and his vote. So it should save the candidate data, means it should tell that this candidate has got one vote from this person. So one vote has been updated in candidate's profile, okay, candidate's data. And then that will come to your final state. That will come to the final state. Clear? So this is actual process of online voting, so which is shown by activity diagram. So this will give the clear picture. Earlier we were using data flow diagram, it was somewhat same, but in UML 2.0 this activity diagram was being introduced, okay. So that so keep in mind the notations which you are using. This is for diamond shape, is for decision making, and this rounded rectangle is for mentioning the activity. Okay, let us see the next activity diagram, that is for online examination system. Okay, online examination system. So you can see that the same thing here, initial state, how we are showing, this indicates the black block, indicates the initial state. What about this one? The final state. Okay, so we are starting the activity. So first the user should log in, which is repetitive. Okay, check if user exists. Now first, to take up the online exam, you have to register yourself, isn't it? So once you have registered, then only you can log in. So you have to check, this is the decision making, okay. This is the decision making. You have to decide whether the user exists or not. Now if he doesn't exist, then you go for the registration process. So go to that registration section, fill all the details, your name, address, age, date of birth, phone number, all those details you have to enter and you have to successfully register. So once you are a registered user, then you can log in successfully, okay. Then you can take up the test. So which test you want to take up, that test will be available there. Like for example, you want to take mathematics test, that you can take, or science test or whatever. So that test, you have to go to that menu test and select that test. Okay, and you have to take the test. So whatever test it might be like objective. So you have to answer it properly within the given time period. Within the given time period. Okay. And then main thing is you have to answer all the questions. You need to answer all the questions. Then only you can click submit answers. So submit button will be there. Then only you can click the submit button. So keep in mind that if you have not answered any one of the question also, you will not be able to submit your answers. So answer all the questions and then click on submit button. Then click on submit button. And finally, sometimes the results will be viewed there only. You can view the results. You can view the results. Clear? Is it clear for you? You can view the results. So this is the simple activity diagram for online examination system. Online examination system. Now we'll see one activity diagram for online ordering system. That is online food ordering system. Food ordering system. So we'll see the activity diagram here. So can you see this one? Where is your initial state? This one, the blue blob. That actually indicates the initial state. And the final state you can see here, blue blob filled inside another circle. That is the final state. Final state. Okay. So what you have to do is here, first we'll move to the home page. You'll move to the home page. And then, so first move to the home page, select the product. So whatever you want, you select the product. Also you have menu available. Can you see here menu available? So in that menu you can select category, like menu means it can be North Indian dish, South Indian dish. So you can select the category, which type of category you want, and then you can view the product. View the product. You can view the product. So then you can select the product, whatever you want to order, and you can add to your cart. You can add to your cart. So from the home page, you can also move to my cart. My cart, you can see what order is being placed. So item. So in your cart, what will be the items which you have ordered? So it will check for the items. If items is equal to 0, means nothing has been ordered. Nothing has been ordered means you have to continue shopping. Continue shopping. Now this decision making, item greater than 0. Okay, if any item has been is there in the cart, then you have to proceed to checkout. It will ask proceed to checkout. So there it will ask for login sometimes, like your Amazon site. So login means, keep in mind, you have to register to that particular site initially, and then you can sign in. So if you want to log in, you have to register first, and then only you can sign in. Then only you can sign in. Okay, now login successful means payment information it will ask, because you have to do the payment for the order being placed. So payment information. So you have to put your card details all through the gateway. It will be validated. So you can see another decision making. What is that? Correct. Yeah. So if it is successful, then your order is being reviewed. If not, again it will go back to payment section. You have to do the payment once again. You have to do the payment once again. Then review the order. Review the order. So whatever order has been placed is reviewed and you can check out. You can check out. But one thing, you should receive the order confirmation message that you have received, we have received the order of particular item from you, and the amount has been already paid and it will be delivered on so and so time. Clear? So this is actual activity diagram. So you can get to know the different activities in this process. Okay, by saying it's very simple, very simple. But actual activities, what happen in this process? It's not just placing an order for the item. You have to search for the item, which item you want, what quantity you want. You need to log into it. You must register itself, and then you have to do the payment, and then your order has been placed. Clear? So this is the final state. Once you get the confirmation message of whatever order has been placed, then this is the final state you have reached. This is the final state being reached. So look at the notations, all how we are using for the activity diagram. For the activity diagram. Now let us see the sequence diagram for railway reservation system. So we are looking into the sequence diagram. Earlier we had seen the use case diagram and activity diagram. Now let us see the sequence diagram. So I have told that these are the object classes. So here you have the class passenger. And what is P? It's an instance of this class. Okay. Similarly, one more class, we have railway system. So the instance R. So R is an instance of this railway system class. One more class we have ticket. So the object of this class is T, or we call instance of this class as T. So we'll begin now. The passenger, he wants to reserve the ticket, isn't it? Railway ticket. So first he has to log in. Okay. So he has to log in to this railway system. So now see here, it is first step, you see here, log in. And what is this function call? So you are calling the function or method. Okay. So this object of this passenger class will invoke this method, login method. So that will actually belong to this class, railway system class. Now what this railway system class will do? So the passenger will log into the system. No? So railway system will actually validate the details of the passenger and check. Okay. And it will validate and return the status. Return the status. So here the passenger will request for the form. Okay, request for the form. So railway station system will create that form. And the passenger will submit the details. So now this railway system will create the ticket for the passenger. So it is like that. Clear? So first the railway system will validate the details of the login details of the passenger. So we'll see whether it is correct, authorized user or not. And then it will return the status. Return the status means it will tell which all railway trains are available on the particular dates. Okay, so now the passenger will request the form, and the railway system will create that form and send it to the passenger. Now the passenger will submit the details, means enter all the details in the form and submit it to this railway system. Now this railway system will start to create the ticket. So ticket for that passenger. So now it will invoke, create ticket means it will invoke this ticket class. Invoke this ticket class. Now what is this ticket class going to do? It will generate the ticket for the passenger. So here first this railway system should send all the details of that passenger to the ticket class, and then the ticket class will create the ticket for that passenger. Will create the ticket for that passenger, and that once the ticket has been created, that it should be acknowledged to the passenger, or some confirmation should be received by the passenger end. So acknowledgement will be immediately sent to the passenger. So passenger will receive some notification or message saying that your train ticket has been booked. Train ticket has been booked. And then here what it is, 11th step you can see, take print, means print of that whatever ticket copy, okay, print of that ticket copy to preserve it and produce it when he goes to that particular railway station. Okay, so this is exactly the sequence diagram. So these are actually the object classes. These are the messages being passed. Okay, and this rectangle on this dotted line, what does it indicate? The lifeline of that object. Lifeline of that object. Clear? Next, we will move on towards the state diagram for online shopping system. State diagram. So earlier we had seen the sequence diagram. Now we'll move on to the state diagram for online shopping system. So already you have studied about state diagrams. You've seen of the microwave oven. So this is actually the initial state. This colored blob indicates the initial state. And what is this one? This indicates the final state. Indicates the final state. So how to do the online shopping? Now see here. So first only initial state, we have the event, okay, as already have an account or first time visiting. So here we have the decision maker. Okay, here we have the decision maker. So the message, if whatever event you are passing, first time if you are visiting that site, then you will move to which state? Register state. Means you need to register here. First you need to register here. So you have to enter all the details and submit it. Okay, and then you will be the user of that site. So if you already have an account, then directly you can log in. If you have an account in the site, then you can directly log in. So now once you register, suppose you are visiting first time, you need to register. And once the registration process is completed, you can move to the login section state. User is moved to the login state. Okay, now what? Now he has to do online shopping, isn't it? Online shopping. So he has to search for the products. So now just see here. Again you have a decision maker. So the message here, event here is search. Means you will move to this state. Search products. So you need to search for the products, whatever which you want to shop, mainly either cosmetics or dress, anything. Okay. So you have to search for that product. So then again you have a decision maker here. If the item, whatever product you are searching for, you have got it, Then you will move to which state? View item. So you will click on that product and you will see the product details, isn't it? Or what you can say, you will see the product specifications all. So that is important. Once you get that item which you want to do shopping, then you have to view that item first. So you can go through the detailed specifications of that product. Okay, after viewing the item, it's your decision whether you will see some of the ratings or reviews, and based on that, you'll decide whether you like the product or not. Okay, so you have to decide whether you like the product or not so that you can go for ordering it. Okay, so here, like the product means you'll move to state add to cart. So that item needs to be added to the cart. Now suppose you don't like the product. Think you don't like the product, then you will go for seeing other products. You will go for seeing other products. So see other products. So how will you see other products? Again, you are moving back to search product state. Search product state. So if you want to see other products, you have to move back to the search product state. Okay, clear? Now, here one thing, the item which you are searching for, you have not got that item, you think. Whatever you wanted, either charger or adapter, anything you want, but you are not able to get that item. So there is also one more decision here. Not found means you have to go for view cart. View cart. Sorry, this decision, login decision. Still in search only you have to go. Okay. Now you can also view the cart. Initially, if you view the cart, initially nothing is there. Now here, once you have added to the cart, then your cart will be updated. Can you see here? See updated cart. So it will go here. See shopping cart. Okay. So here you are making decision. What decision? Whether you are going to do shopping of that particular item, whether you are going to place an order for that item. So that decision you are going to make in this state. See shopping cart. So here you have to make the decision, and once you have decided, then place an order for it and start doing the payment for it. So here once again the same transaction processing needs to be done, and you have to do the payment successfully. So once it is done with shopping, that is payment is successful and your order has been placed, and you get a confirmation message regarding it that you have placed an order for such a item and it will be delivered in so on so date, then you can check out from that site. That is your final state. You can check out from that site. So this is actually the process of online shopping system. So we are viewing in terms of state diagram. So these are different states. These are the different states. Register, login, view item, search product, add to cart, remove item. Yeah, that also you can do. You can remove the item from the cart. So that is the main thing. And how there is transition from one state to another, that is because of these events. These events. So these are the events. See other products, like the product, see updated cart, then first time visiting. All these are the events that mainly cause the transition. Next, let us see the state diagram for banking system. So we'll take one more example here. So let us begin with the initial state. So this indicates the initial state, and this is your final state. So now first state, what it will be? you're doing from ATM, yeah, a banking system, that is ATM, from your ATM system. So ATM idle. So you know the process very well because you have done a lot of transactions through ATM. So when you have gone to ATM, so before inserting the card or starting anything, first your ATM will be in which state? Idle state. So the initial state is ATM idle. Okay. Then what do? You insert the card. You insert the card. So this is card entry. So you are inserting the card. Now, so you will move to which state now? Card rate state. So your card will be red now. So why is that? For the authorization purpose. So your card is valid or not, it will see. So once card read successfully, once it is read successfully, it will tell do not remove the card, your transaction is processing. So here mainly it will read the card, validate your card details, and then if whatever read is successful, that is card read successfully. Successfully means it will ask for enter the PIN. So before that, what does it ask? You can tell enter the language, select the language, it will ask Hindi, English, Kannada. So that also you can include. So it will ask for language option, and after that it will, so you will move to the next stage, that is PIN entry. That is your very secret credential PIN entry. So you have to enter the PIN which will be known to you. So that is a 4-digit PIN, no? 4-digit PIN. So now once you enter the PIN, your this system will be moved to which state? Verification, which is a very important state. Verification. In verification, what happens? It will verify your PIN. So it means so the bank will verify the PIN. So if the PIN verified is correct, okay, PIN verified is correct, then you can move for the next session. Then only you can do the transaction. Otherwise, it's not possible. So then only you can move further. You can you have several other options, like you can withdraw the money. So how much money you want to withdraw, it will ask. Correct, no? So you can withdraw the money. So session next, or you can put transaction, whatever you want, withdraw money, anything. But if the PIN entered is not correct, then it will ask, system will ask again to re-enter the PIN once again. So it will move back to again this PIN entry state. So you need to re-enter the PIN. Okay. And verification abort. So if you are, like suppose the entered PIN is incorrect for 3 times, if you have done, then you cannot do the transaction over for that day. So it will get aborted. So it will return the card. ATM system will return the card. So bank done. That is your final state. Keep in mind, if whatever PIN entered is incorrect for 3 times, successfully 3 times, then for consecutive 3 times, then what happens? Your system will abort it. So it will return the card. So you cannot perform the transactions. So that is the final state. Okay. So this is about the state diagram for banking system. So we have the different states you can see and the different events also.